Welcome to my tutorial about how to turn your roll of My Body poster into a manila folder. This is excellent for putting your body poster flat so that you can put it in your kid's portfolio. So this is my son's that we did last year. As you can see, you open it up and then you can just flip through it like a book and so forth, and easily put it into your portfolio. So now let's talk about how to do it. You're going to come home. Your child's going to have this huge full-size body poster. So what you're going to want to do is get your blank file folder ready to go. You're going to take your paper and you're going to trim right at the headline. So that's going to be our starting cut. So we're going to trim it. Alright, and discard that. Now, I'm going to take, I'm using packing tape. I have it pre-cut on these strips. So we're going to take the first part of it and stick it right here on the, line it up with the seam here, and that's going to be our first page in our book. Okay, now that comes the tricky part, because you're going to have to start folding this like an accordion. Okay, so since it wants to coil up, you might need an assistant. Excuse this crude mock-up, since we haven't finished ours yet. I was just... Okay, so first we need to... excuse me. Let's close this. Okay, we have it closed. Now we're going to flip it. Flip the whole thing. Okay, now I need to bend this back on itself. Hopefully on this line right here. Okay, so we're going to bend it back the other way. Open your book back up. Oh, it just wants to keep coiling. Okay, you might have this trouble too, but once it's done, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so gently. Here we go. Okay, here it's coming. Excuse me. Alright, now it's cooperating. We're going to gently fold this. See how I'm lining up the corner here, so it's going to be an even fold. Now, you will lose some functionality with this, with the brads and all that. But since it stores flat, that's just one drawback. Okay, so now I'm going to, excuse me, I folded it here. Now I'm going to fold it here in the middle. So I'm going to bring it back over and fold it on this line here that we already made. This is doing the accordion, like I said. So we are folding it here. Okay, and now taping. Okay, you can... Okay, depending on how tall your child is, you will decide how many folds you're going to have to put in. A good tip is, before you even do this, is to make sure that the kid gets their body traced with their arms straight to their side. And that minimizes the legs and organs that go off the paper once it's put into the file folder. Okay, and I had my daughter lay down for this body tracing. So this is the end of her feet here. So I'm just going to trim the paper to the edge of this line here, and that will be the end of our book. Taping it on. But the edges stick out. The edges stick out. So I'm just going to be aggressive and trim the whole thing. Get rid of all the extra. What you're cutting off is going to be the arm tracing, and actually will be very little of the body, depending on how big your child is. But all of the central organs should still be inside. Besides, if this is just for the portfolio, then it's just to give your assessor an idea of what they did. You don't have to show them every detail. Okay, so now this is what it looks like finished. We can open it up you'll have your, so this will be your kid's face here. And then you'll open it up and this should be the main torso area here. And then you can keep on flipping. You'll get the upper legs, and then you'll get the lower legs and the feet, hopefully, depending on if they don't get cut off or not, whatever. And that's it. So I hope this video was helpful.